Hello viewers, my name is Raza and today we will be learning how to work with the data validation in Excel. So while using the data validation, we'll be learning how to create the drop-down menu, how to use data validation to make the cells to accept whole numbers or decimal values within a range of numbers, and also use data validation to assign date value within a range of date. So let's work with it. So first thing that we'll be learning here is how to uh, so we are working with the data validation that we find in the data validation here in the data tab, and then if you see here data validation. So first thing that we are learning here is how to create the drop down menu. So first select, let's say if you want to create the drop down menu before branch as the name of the cities, we'll be selecting this column and then insert a column in between, and let's make this place as cities, and let's apply the formula here. So if you want to create this cell as the drop down menu, we have to go to the data validation tab. In that one, we will just selecting the data validation, and then it says that this cell will contain any value. We have to restrict it using the list command. Click the list. Once we select the list, it says, okay, where's the list? So you select the text box here, and then you just go to the list, which is on this page. You can select the name of the list or name of the cities from this list. Normally, we are also having in the drop-down menu select one option. You can also use select one to make sure that you are not selecting the wrong name of city while working with it. So once you click OK, you will get the drop-down menu. So just to give you the idea that what mistake we can make, let's say if we select the Los Angeles and we are trying to copy this formula to all the cells, and then you can see all the cities will become Los Angeles. In real scenario, let's say the cities are like A is for New York, B is for Los Angeles, and C is for Dallas. But because we have selected here Los Angeles, it has copied this formula to the entire range of columns, or sorry, entire range of rows. But what we can do, we can use one more command in the city, which is select one, and then we can select that one as the option here, and then when we want to change the city to the right city, and we can do that. This sheet is quite small, so you can feel it, but let's say if you are working with quite a big sheet, it would be very difficult for you to track the cities. So that's why I suggest that you always create the common name here, just in case if you want to work with the cities, like if you can finish 100 cities, updating 100 cities today, and then rest of the cities you'll be updating tomorrow, so you don't track the cities that are updated. Always select the city or select one in here, and then you start updating that uh, city in this column. So let's say this one is A, so New York, and cities, and the branch C is in Dallas, and then branch B is in Los Angeles. So that's how you can continuously work. Let's say if you want to insert uh, Houston in this place, and then system will not accept it. So this is the way you can insert uh, the name of the cities using the drop down menu, and this is the way you can create the drop down menu in Excel. But here we have created the city names in the same worksheet. You can also uh, create the create the list of the cities, or the drop down menu you're working with on a different piece of like on a different sheet. So what you can do is you can go to some other place, and then you can create the name of the cities, and I'm just creating one extra column, which is select one, and then we'll be selecting the cities from here. Let me undo this entire thing so that we can bring the data from the other sheet, data validation. And then you can see now there's no rule applied here. You can simply delete the data here. Okay, so let's say if I want to bring the sheets data validation drop down menu from different sheet, what I can do the same way, formula is same, only for selecting the name of cities will be going to the different worksheets. So let's say if I want to bring the name of the city is on in this column. I'll select it first. In this, sorry, in this cell, I'll select it first, and then I'll go to data validation. Data validation only asks us two questions. What value you want to keep here? So we want a value from the list. Then it says, okay, you want a value from the list, then where is the list? Again, because list is not in on this table or in the sheet, we can go to the place where we have copied the sheet and then select the entire sheet. Once you select it, click OK, and now the formula is copied here. You can just for before selecting the entire entire column, you can just simply select the first option, which is select one, and then you can drag down the entire area. And then you can select, like if you are working with this area, then you can select this cell and then select New York. Then you can see that branch C is in Dallas, so you can type it here. Let's say you try to type something from other than the list, it will give you error. So that's how you can create the drop down menu in Excel. Let's work with the next topic, which is bringing a number in the drop down menu in the data using the data validation. So let's say if I want to use the whole number, which is like without decimals, so the process is same. I'll select the cell first, I go to data validation, select the data validation, and then instead of any value, I can select the whole number. Once I select it, it says okay, which one is the minimum value and which one is the highest value. So we can just simply say one is the minimum value, and what the value will be given, like, but right now I'm just for the sake of exercise, I'm just taking the minimum value as 1 and maximum value as 1000. Or instead of 1, I just take the 500. So once you create 500 to 1000 as the values, click OK, so that we can test it for the minimum value as well. So once you apply the value here, you can drag it down, and then this rule is applied to the entire column. Now let's say if I want to put the values, which is 500, system will accept it. If I put value 500.29, system will give me error because the value can only be accepted, which is the whole number. If I put 499, it will not accept it. Why? Because the value range is from 500 to 1000. If I put something in between, 799, system will accept it. Let's say if I put 1000, it will accept it. If I put 1001, it will give error. So that's how you can create the data, you can restrict the cells with the whole numbers. We can also do the same process for the decimal values. Like you can also create the cell to accept the decimal values. How you can do that? Simply for what we are doing here is, let's first clear the rules. So we'll go to the go to data tab, and then data validation. Go to data validation and clear the rules. So once you clear the rules, you'll find that any value, click OK. So now all the values are selected. As you can select now, you can now select any value for this one. Now if I want to use the data validation for the decimal values, again the same process. I'll select the cell first, I'll go to data tab. In the data tab, I will go to data validation, and then I click the data validation. And this one, instead of any value, I'll be selecting the decimal, and then it will be asking me for the values. Let's say again, I'll be selecting the values from 500 to 1000. Once I select it, I'll click OK. Now the formula is applied. If you ever want to see whether the formula is applied or not, simply select the same cell where you applied the formula, go to data validation. Once you click the data validation, you will see that the formula is already applied. Click OK, and then just drag it down. So now the formula is applied to the entire column. Now let's say if you want to bring the number, which is like 499, it will not be accepted. Even 499.5, it will not be accepted. Why? Because the value is less than 500. If I want to include the value 500, it will be accepted. If I put 500.01, it will be accepted. If I put 799.65, because we allowed the system to accept the decimal value, so it's accepting. And if I put 1000, it's accepted. If I put 1000.01, now it has reached the range of 1000, so it's not accepted. So that's how you can add the you can create the cell, or you can restrict the cell to accept the decimal values for the using the data validation. Now we have worked in the data validation for the let's clear the rules first, and then we have worked for the and any value. All the cells are designed for any value by default. Next topic is whole number. We have tested it. Decimal values, we have done it. List, we have done it. Now we'll be working with the dates. So if I want to apply the dates, like in the cells, I can also, let me clear the rules from the cell. Of course, when you will be working, you'll putting this rule for the entire table, and for each type of rule you are applying in the different columns. I am just showing you the entire exercise in and to avoid the time, bigger use of time in this video. I'm just doing every exercise in the same column. So let me delete it. And then let's say if I want to apply the data validation. So you see system is showing that we can put any value in this one. Instead of this thing, we'll be putting the date. So once you put the date, it will be asking the same question. Like you want the date to be updated from which date to which date. So let's say we want to update the date from 1/1/1900 to 12/31/2020. Let me make clear one more thing, like as per USA way of putting the date. If you are putting the date like this way, which is not in line with the USA standards, so if you click it, system will give you error. What you can do, you can just correct the date, like 12 month is first, then the date, and then the year. Now system will accept it. Once you apply the rule here, you can simply drag the cursor down, and now the rule is applied in all the cells. So if I put 25, or let's say, let me do it one more time. So if I maybe, because of some reason the rules were not clear, I think. So clear all rules. All rules. Okay. Let me see if there is any rule applied. So there is no rule. So let's do one more time. If I want to apply the dates, I'll just simply go to the cell. I'll select the cell first, and again date. Once you select the date, it will be asking you for the dates, like which date to which date. So let's say I want to apply the date from 1/1/1900 until 12/31/2020, and then you can simply select OK. So now this cell will only accept the dates. This is not working. Let me see. So let me put the date first. Let's say I put the date of today's date, which is 1/17/2020. So it's accepted. Let me put some other date, like 12/31/1899. System is not restricting the date, but I think it's a bug in, oh, see, it has accepted all the values. It means the formula is not applied. If I select the first one, data validation, it's applied here. Okay. So let me copy the formula. Now let's say if I put the date 25, it is coming in the shape of a date only. Now the formula is applied. So maybe I missed to click the enter button or something, so it was not applied that time. But now you can see it's only accepting the dates. So let's say if I put 31, it's giving me the date in like date mode, like the number is in date mode, not in the number mode. Let's say if I put the date, which is 12/31/1899, which is one day before the date we have selected, like we started the date from 1900, system will give us error. And let's say if we give any date which is beyond the which is, let me see if the formula is applied on this cell already or not. So it's applied. So let's say if I want to see if the date is working for the future of like to 2021, so let me put the date like this, click it. Again, you see, because it is breaching the maximum date of 31st of December 2020, so it has given us error. So that's how you can restrict yourself for the date. Let's give the date of 31st of December 2020, which was the last date that will be acceptable for the system, and system has accepted it. So that's how you can use the data validation. So today what we have learned is, let me clear the formula from all the cells. Data validation, go to data validation, and then you can just simply say clear all. Once you apply the clear all, you will find that any value allow, and click OK, and it's gone. So now whatever you are putting here will be available. So because I have selected this for the date, so it has restricted this cell as a date. I can delete it, and then instead of date, I can just put general here, and now it's free. Okay. So with the data validation, today what we have learned is how to put any value, or you can use any value in the cell, but you can also restrict the cell for the whole numbers, for the decimal, or you can find the drop down list, or you can also use the cell for specifically date, like date and then date range. Like you can select the date from within the range. So this is what you have learned today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please keep watching and keep sharing the video. Thank you. Have a good day.